Hi, I'm Larry Yo. Welcome to Can Make It Makeup. Because your makeup can't make it, I am here to help you make it. Do you think you need more coverage?
Yes, always.
Every woman always think that they need more coverage. If I remove my makeup, then she'll feel that she's a goddess of skin. I embrace real skin because we want to show the skin texture, not the cemented floor. So we're going to start with her with foundation, and we'll show you how little you should apply. So first I'm use is MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC41. So I always use the back of my hand as a palette.
I've seen them used on the face.
Because you squirt things on the face, it looks so realistic. So realistic. Some people think they are special and they like to use what we call a stippling brush. Those are only meant for very good skin. If any of us with pores and do that, it emphasizes the pores, but because it's doing free exfoliation.
Help!
And worse, if you suffer from acne or you have healing skin. You do that when you finish, your face is like Frankenstein. It's amazing. By the way. I always like to apply the foundation on the face by separating the face in 3 portions. 1, 2, and 3. At any point, you start first, and then once it finishes, then you move to the other side, and then move to the other side. We start from, not from the nose, but from the sides. We start from here, and apply, and glide outwards. Short, quick strokes, blend it. And I always apply a bit of foundation under the eye, is because it takes away a lot of discoloration. By doing that, the under eye looks more fresher and you use lesser concealer. So some people ask why I'm using foundation brushes and not using like an applicator, like the egg-shaped type of applicator. With foundation brushes, I can always control how much you deposit. The flat top brush, take it, when I apply, I can layer on where I need. And then a dome-shaped brush, when I blend it, it creates a more airbrush finishing and glide on the skin. With the applicators, some people are too generous with the foundation. Do not drown your skin with foundation.
2 shots of vodka.
If you draw your skin with foundation, sometimes when you sweat, it leaves sweat mark. Hey, your face melting ah. Sometimes if you need to attend events in the evening or you need to attend like a wedding during the daytime, take a bit of foundation onto your dome-shaped brush, gently touch the ear, just to add a bit of color across. Why? It's because sometimes you drink and the whole thing flushes, and then in pictures looks slightly embarrassing because you have this skin tone and then red tone here. Knowing that our nose can be more oily and sweaty, you try not to layer too much. Because once you put too much, then you find it doesn't stick, and then put more powder, eventually, when you take a picture, this whole part glow. Some of my friends, I was like, wow, what happened to your face? Why this part here is so white? Why touch your powder? Wow, your powder, you scrape half the jar. So next I'm using a lighter shade color. Why I'm using a lighter shade is because you have to remember that Asians range in many, many shades. For us, that is from like a medium tone onwards, there is many different hues. Because I'm white as snow, so pasty, I hate it. It's one color, but because her skin tone, right, is rich with melanin. So if you turn this way, it's one tone. If you turn the other way, it's lighter. We have to bring the same consistency back to the face. This is how we traditionally highlight. It's not about highlighting with a shimmery product. It's about using a lighter shade foundation. You notice I didn't do the drip, 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 drop, drop, drop. Or you draw as like a f***ing clown. Because she's not a clown, she's a person. So we need to embrace her facial structure.
So we don't use the shimmer to add the highlight on the...
Yes, you can. Personally, I hate using powder because powder is just a flat finishing. If you want a shimmer, you can use a cream finishing, a liquid shimmer will look like a wonderful finishing upon the skin. Not that shine that looks great, but you step in the blue light, you see a blue triangle.
Yes.
You see it happen?
Yes.
Blue triangle?
Yes. Amazing.
It looks like trying to Avatar, but the Salatar. I don't like to contour the nose too much or bring all the way down. Or the worst is bring it down, you have this what we call a dip. So it's here and you dot here as well. It's very strange because eventually the person look like Pinocchio or the abandoned child or Moby's Dick. And this is my finish for foundation only. So next one to do is concealer. The concealer now I'm focusing on is the under eyes. With under eye concealer, we only need to hide certain parts. The focus parts should always be here and here. Normally for most people, I'll suggest 2 different shades of concealer. Under eye and your pimple color is totally different. Because under eye is grey or sometimes it's greenish and your pimple is red. And when it heals, it turns purple. And sometimes you don't hide the pimple well, it becomes this glowing spot. They look as if an alien came out of the space and crashed upon the face. So now we do it because I don't know your under-eye skin tone. So I've taken 3 different concealers in my hand. This is the Revlon one, this is my Chanel Orange Corrector, and then this is my NARS Soft Matte Concealer. So I mix it, I warm the color a little bit. Why I add a orange corrector is because by doing this, it gives a bit more warmth. And under eye, if you notice carefully, right, this part is slightly grey and this part is slightly grey. We're going to only hide those 2 areas. We're not going to slap it on. So I'm just applying on the side without touching the lash line. And by doing this, I'm using my own finger again and I tap. If you do it upon yourself, if the mirror is in front, look straight ahead, the pretend mirror is here. Then tilt your head down, lower. Just by doing that, it stretches the skin. So you do this and you tap, it's easier for you to manipulate the concealer across. It looks straight ahead, eyes refresh. I don't like doing a V shape is because that V shape is normally what we do in the 70s, 80s and 90s for people who have saggy skin. So by doing a V shape here, you're adding more volume on this point. So everything looks popped out. Remember, we're not going to pile it on. Because once you pile it on too much, this concealer is too much, this concealer is too much, you're going to end up looking like a chimpanzee. Because this is not planning out eggs, try not to be one. And the finishing step is powder. So when I like to set powder, I only set on certain areas. So what I'll do is I'll take a more natural hair brush and then we just touch a little bit onto the brush, massage it into the cap, and then the next trick is I pat from outside inwards. Outside, I pat inwards just to make sure all the powder get trapped in the crevices of the under eye line. So it looks smoother now. It should be a neutral color. Next is slightly different. I'm not going to dust it across the whole face, but only on T-zone area where I know it's going to be oily. Maybe a bit on the nose, just touch it. Simply finish the whole look by using a loose powder brush and do this. Because you don't want to be caught in a situation where there's flash photography and you put just a bit too much powder, it reflects light. And you end up looking like a heroin taker. So now I've completed part 2 of 5 segments. And I hope you enjoy it and make sure you learn.